Welcome back to another video of the channel. My name is Julio. Thanks for tuning in. Before we commence, like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and let's get down to business. So today we're going to be talking about BGP aggregate address. And this is none other than getting a bunch of subnets into one summary route. So the information and the lab description is as follows. Configure both routers with the corresponding WAN IPs. Configure a BGP instance in both routers, and that includes the neighbor and the remote AS. Verify BGP is fully synchronized. This is going to be done just doing a show IP BGP summary. And then we're going to configure the network statements on router A and verify routing table on router B. Configure aggregate address to summarize without summary only and with summary only commands the loopback networks and CR2 routing table. Alright, so we have in the lab here 4 loopback interfaces. Loopback 0 is going to have the 10.0.0.1/24. Loopback 1 is going to have the 10.1.1.1/24. Loopback number 2 is going to have the 10.1.2.1/24. And loopback 3 is going to have the 10.1.3.1/24. And I'm going to send all those subnets just using one summary route from router A to router B. This simplifies the routing table. And that's the way that is supposed to be done. You don't want to have a lot of subnets if you can just summarize it and just send just one summary route to the other side. And just to give you an example, let's say that you have a router and your router only permits 500 routes, and you got space for 4 more routes. If you use the BGP command with the summary only, it's going to send only the summary route, and it's not going to send all 4 subnets that you're already advertising in BGP. And in order to do this correctly, you need to have a good understanding of what subnetting is, so you know how many bits that you need to use and so on. So without further ado, let's get into the lab, guys. So the first thing we're going to do right now is just the normal stuff. Just configure the interfaces, verify connectivity between side A and side B, and then afterwards configure the BGP instance with the corresponding neighbor and remote AS information. Alright, so now that we have BGP already established between both ends, we're going to proceed now and configure the loopback interfaces with the corresponding networks. And we're going to advertise those networks from router 1 to router 2 via BGP. All right, let's do a show IP route here. Just give it a sec. Let's do a show IP route again. And as you can see, the network's already appearing on the writing table on router 2. Alright, so now we're going to jump into router number 1. We're going to go to the BGP instance and we're going to configure the aggregate address with the 10.0.0.0 with the subnet mask of 255.255.252.0. Alright, so we're going to go to router number 2. We're going to do a show IP route. And as you can see, you can find the summary route with the 10.0.0.0/22. And also you're going to see the networks being advertised. And this is because we didn't use the summary only keyword on the aggregate address on router number 1 BGP instance configuration. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to proceed now to add the summary only. And you're going to see on router 2 that you're not going to see the networks independently, but you're gonna see only the summary route. Alright, let's go to router number 2. Let's do a show IP route. And as you can see, the only route that appears there is the summary address that I configured on router number 1. And this is because I use the keyword summary only, so that actually removes the advertisement on the individual subnets and only propagates to the other side the summary address that you configured. Alright, so let's do a ping test to the individual subnets. The IPs that are already configured on the loopback interfaces, and as you can see, they respond with no problem. So this is all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.